everyone. My name is Omar, and that's my friend
My name is Tiffany.
Tiffany. We're gonna put your Instagram handle in there, so people can visit and everything, and our Instagram as well. Today we're doing rubber guard instructionals. Now, how did I get into the rubber guard? I was trying to download Eddie Bravo's music, and I went on the Pirate Bay, and I wrote Eddie Bravo, and first thing that came out, I downloaded it. I didn't even used to do jiu-jitsu back then, bro. And I downloaded Eddie Bravo, and it was like the rubber guard instructional.
Oh.
And it was funny, bro, because they have like Uncle Joey, Joey Diaz, the comedian, some music, Joe Rogan, and like some BJ Penn. So I was like just watching it, and they were smoking a lot of weed. So it was a funny instructional. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu, and I just, whatever I watched on that DVD, I just go there, and I didn't know shit about jiu-jitsu, just watching Eddie Bravo stuff and doing it. And now, to do rubber guard, you gotta be a little bit flexible. So we're gonna begin like with regular stretches that you gotta do with rubber guard in general. So the first stretch is basically just the pigeon pose. You go over here and you stretch. Yeah. So if you put your head over your knee, it's more of a glute stretch. You feel it back in your glute. If you put your head over your foot, it's more of a like your ligaments. So you just gotta find balance. You can do like pikes, like you can do biceps 2, 3, just like that. And you do both sides. You do that like when you warm up or when the coach is teaching. And on a regular basis, then you can be able to play rubber guard. You can do like squats as well, just seated squats, just like static squats. That would be good for your flexibility, your back, and everything. But flexibility in general is just strength, right? We started with full rubber guard. First thing is, usually I want to get one hand to the mat, and then I can get an overhook, get into a rubber guard. So this is called mission control. But how do I get to mission control? Because usually we gotta do a move called zombie. Sometimes if their arm is just like that, I'm gonna go sneak under it and do a zombie. As I do a pull, and I have a nice mission control, and I can begin my system. Sometimes they're very tight. They have the elbows tight, and they're like very close like that. Yeah, just like that. And it's very hard to get the zombie. So if you're like trying to make it hard, I'm gonna get my hand in my pocket, and I'm gonna sneak a little bit, and I'm gonna go back, get an overhook, and then turn into a zombie. Yeah, that's called mission control. So other ways to do the zombie, sometimes when they're like trying to stand up, like try to put a, I'll just pull them like they put that leg over. No, if you put it that way, I'm gonna pull them the other side. But yeah, that's pretty dramatic. Usually they're gonna post, and I'm gonna get an overhook, and I get a nice mission control. Other ways to do the mission control, if they're like super tight and they're like down and I can't do anything, I'll get a scoop grip, and I'll just usually, they're gonna post, and I can go for an overhook. That's another way. So we'll do that from this side. All right. So the first one, I'm just gonna go under, and as I pull him, and I get a nice overhook into a nice mission control. Second one, he's keeping it tight. It's pretty hard. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket, and I want to just shimmy, and I get my hand inside, and I get a nice overhook into nice mission control. Third one is if he's trying to stand up, so I'm gonna pull him, and he's gonna post, and I got a nice overhook, and I enter into mission control. And then last one is if they're tight and they're like very close, and I got a scoop grip, I gotta go over here. Now they post, and I can get back into a overhook, and we get into our attacks from here. Now, just like for some namings, one we got mission control. This move is called mission control. 10th line people have a name for this. Jersey, New York, whatever. I just call it inside mission control because my arm is inside, so I call that inside mission control. And Hindu control is that one. My left arm over in here. So that will look from the side. So if we go from here, we got mission control. I got a false grip, grabbing on my shin, and my left arm just closing over my knee. So if he tries to posture up, it's pretty hard for him. You know, and he can't get this elbow inside. So I keep it closed. And now if I go Hindu control, I go under his armpit. So if we show that from the side. So with Hindu control, I want to get into a meat hook. That's called meat hook. So that's Hindu control. I got a meat hook now. If he tries to posture up, he's locked on against his own body. And then we can do our own attacks from there, etc. So we're gonna begin with Hindu control. So I have my opponent over here, and I'm trying to get an overhook. I just get an arm inside, pull, and I get a nice overhook. I enter into Hindu control. Now I have him locked, and I have a free arm. The most simple attack is I'm gonna grab his wrist, my hand, palm facing up. Facing down. So like the opening of my hand is up. Now I'm just gonna strike my leg, and I'm gonna go reverse triangle. And I'm enter over here. To finish the reverse triangle, I'm gonna hook up his hand or his leg, go all the way on over, and I have a nice finish over here for the reverse triangle. Again, so I have Teep over here. He got like his arms. I want to just get a zombie. However it is, get an overhook from here. I'm gonna go Hindu control. I got a free arm. I'm gonna free my leg. I'm gonna close it into a reverse triangle. From here I can attack. We'll show that later. Or I can just go for finishing the reverse triangle where I finish it in that direction. Now to finish the reverse triangle, I want my shin pointing that way. If it's like my 3 o'clock, and my quad on the back of his neck, and I'm gonna finish it while I pull on his head, and I get a nice tap. One more time. Yeah, people think it's hard to finish. It is hard, but it's doable. Now from here, I want to pull him, and I got a nice mission control to Hindu control. Free hand, I can fight, and now I lock the triangle. I can go get a scoop grip, and I lock it, and I get a nice finish. Us. Now, from Hindu control, we're gonna do the Kimura. Now from here I go under, I pull him, and mission control, I go Hindu control. From over here, I'm gonna go the same path to the reverse triangle, but this time I'm gonna attack this arm. I grab on his elbow, and I push. I don't have to lock a Kimura grip, and I just push up, and I have a nice tap. So again, from here, let's try something else. Maybe come a little bit down. I'm gonna do the pistol one, and I'm gonna go mission control. Hindu control, grab his elbow, free my leg, lock it. Now I go for the Kimura. One more time this side. One. Hindu control. Reverse triangle, hip up, grab the back of the elbow, push up on the wrist. And if he locks his own legs, his own hands, his hands, it will be tighter. I can just finish the triangle easier. So from here, same thing, hinder control. I'm gonna just get the overhook into hinder control. Same path. I'm gonna free my leg, go into the reverse triangle. But instead of going to the Kimura, we're going to the Urigatami. I'm gonna grab his wrist, put it over my shoulder, and I got a nice finish over here, elbow to elbow. Yeah, that one. One more time, just do it this side. Should be straightforward. So from here, pull him, get a nice hinder control, grab the wrist, lock a reverse triangle, find his wrist, bring it over your shoulder, go elbow to elbow, and you got a nice finish. And we're waiting for him to tap. Nice. Regular triangle from hinder control. Now from here, same thing. I'm gonna zombie, get to the hinder control,